Welcome, history buffs and political junkies. Buckle up, because we're diving headfirst into the wild, wacky, and often utterly bewildering world of the most controversial elections in U.S. history. Get ready, because some of these tales are so unbelievable, you'll swear they're ripped straight from a darkly comedic screenplay. I mean, when you hear this lawyer's defense, you'll spit out your coffee. Let's start with the election of 1800, a nail-biter that pitted John Adams against Thomas Jefferson. This wasn't just your average political squabble. It was a full-blown ideological clash between Federalists and Democratic Republicans, a battle for the very soul of the young nation. The election was decided in the House of Representatives after a tie in the Electoral College, a process so convoluted it makes modern election debates seem like a walk in the park. Imagine the drama. The nation held its breath, wondering if the peaceful transfer of power, a cornerstone of American democracy, would actually happen. And it did, albeit after a nail-biting, weeks-long standoff. But the sheer near-miss of utter chaos makes it a prime contender for our list. Then there's 1824, the corrupt bargain election. Andrew Jackson, a war hero adored by the masses, won the popular vote, but he didn't secure a majority in the Electoral College. This threw the decision to the House of Representatives, where Henry Clay, the Speaker of the House, used his influence to swing the election in favor of John Quincy Adams. Clay was later appointed Secretary of State, a move that fueled accusations of a backroom deal, forever tainting the election's legitimacy. The sheer audacity of it all. I wonder what planet the judge was on when they delivered that verdict, or rather, when the House made its decision. Fast forward to 1876, another election shrouded in controversy. Samuel Tilden won the popular vote, but the results from 4 states were disputed, leading to months of intense political wrangling. This wasn't just a dispute, it was a potential constitutional crisis. The situation was so fraught, it almost tore the country apart. A special electoral commission was formed to resolve the dispute, and the eventual outcome, Rutherford B. Hayes's victory, was widely seen as a compromise that ultimately preserved the Union, but at a cost. The backroom deals and political maneuvering involved would make even the most seasoned political strategist blush. The sheer audacity of it all. The election of 1960 between Richard Nixon and John F. Kennedy is another fascinating case study in electoral tension. This election was so close, it came down to a handful of votes in several key states. The debates were electrifying, and television played a pivotal role, shaping public perception in ways never seen before. But the controversy didn't end there. Allegations of voter fraud and irregularities surfaced, casting a long shadow on the outcome. Despite recounts and investigations, the results stood, but the controversy surrounding the election continues to this day. The sheer volume of conspiracy theories alone is worthy of a documentary series. Moving on to 2000, an election that needs no introduction. The presidential race between George W. Bush and Al Gore became a legal battleground, focusing on the infamous recount in Florida. Hanging chads, butterfly ballots, and legal challenges became part of the national lexicon. The Supreme Court's decision in Bush v. Gore effectively ended the recount, handing Bush the presidency. This decision, however, remains a highly debated topic, with many questioning the court's role in settling an election dispute. The sheer drama, the legal wrangling alone could fill a law school curriculum. And let's not forget the 2020 election, a contest marked by unprecedented levels of polarization and mistrust. The pandemic added an extra layer of complexity, with mail-in voting becoming more prevalent. The election was fiercely contested, with baseless allegations of widespread voter fraud fueling post-election challenges. These challenges were ultimately unsuccessful, but they highlighted the fragility of democratic institutions and the increasing difficulty of maintaining faith in electoral processes. The sheer volume of misinformation alone, well, let's just say it was a wild ride. These are just a few examples of the most controversial elections in U.S. history. Each election holds unique lessons about the challenges of maintaining a fair and transparent electoral system, the importance of respecting the rule of law, and the enduring power of political conflict. The sheer audacity, the twists, the turns, the legal battles, it all makes you wonder if reality TV producers are secretly writing the scripts for these elections. We've seen recounts, legal challenges, accusations of fraud, and political maneuvering on a grand scale. These events remind us that even in a nation founded on democratic principles, the path to choosing a leader is rarely smooth, often chaotic, and frequently hilariously absurd. The next time you hear someone complain about an election, remind them that things could be a lot worse. A lot worse. And that, my friends, is the story of some of the most controversial elections in U.S. history. Until next time, stay informed, stay engaged, and remember, reality can be stranger than fiction, especially in the world of American politics.